Piece is probably the only series that can have such a great mix of adventure, comedy, suspense, and mystery all in one chapter. This chapter, aka 1134, is complete madness in every way imaginable. I just love these moments of calm before the giant enormous storm. You already know something big is gonna happen, and it will not be good for the Elbaf residents. Haki Review fans around the world, the 2 or 3 of you out there, if you haven't subscribed, do it already. And I mean, what are you doing here if you haven't subscribed? You have to do it, okay? Then like if you enjoy our videos, and make sure to tell us what you think in the comments below. Let's get into the chapter. So starting off the chapter, we have essentially everyone thanking Saul and like being really appreciative that he helped Robin out. Fantastic stuff. Then of course Saul had to show Robin that the treasure of Ohara still exists and lives on in the giants of Elbaf. The books of Ohara that the scholars sacrificed their lives to protect are now living in the giant library of the owl, the amazingly drawn magic library that is beside the school of Elbaf. Why I say magic is because the normal sized book that Robin was holding literally turned into a giant sized book. This is of course so every giant can have the possibility of reading a book. But you see here, my question is, could there be more to this gigantification than what is told in this chapter? Could the owl transform living people into giants for a short amount of time? How does the owl of the library possess such a remarkable power? Does it somehow have to do with the giant Adam tree? If this place is able to turn a normal human into a giant if you stay there long enough, then were all giants normal sized once upon a time? A lot of different and perhaps irrelevant questions, and that is why we love this series so much. And it's so cool to see that Ohara is wrapped up in this matter. The scholar's dreams lives on Robin, Saul, and the new generation of giants. But then the chapter somehow finds a way to get more intriguing. We cut to Loki in the underworld speaking to a transponder snail of an unknown person. This person is asking Loki if they're bothering him, and he says of course not. It's not like Loki has anything to do besides just sit there for 6 years. No, it is actually quite nice to have a conversation with somebody, especially somebody you know. Like just as I said before, it's not like Loki has anything better to do when he's tied up. Loki then asks if this unknown person is still traumatized by the terrifying experience they had, which we have no idea about. We have not one single idea what happened. And the answer is surprisingly yes. This person is terrified to the point of shaking every time they get reminded of that experience. And I'm sure the traumatic experience will be explained once we get to meet this new person speaking on the transponder snail. And by the way, the Denden Mushi that we're communicating with is a snow transponder snail. What does it mean? Like, this snow transponder snail is a cold resistant voice recognition. I still have no idea what that does mean, okay? If you know better English than me, leave it in the comments below, okay? I'll gladly read it and understand more about this story. But one thought I had is that this person is hiding their true voice. Somehow I kind of thought that in the beginning. So does that mean this person is hiding their own voice? And if so, why? Because Loki already knows who you are. This snail is probably the first of its kind in the entire series. And please, as I told you earlier, make sure to correct me if I'm wrong in the comments below. Loki tells the mysterious person that if he had been there, everyone would be massacred and the entire area would be leveled. This is more confirmation that Loki is definitely not a scrub. When this man talks smack, he definitely means it, and he definitely got the power to back it up as well. Plus, it shows how compassionate he is about his friends and allies. He would go to these lengths to help out. From the way Oda has been hyping him up to be, he is at least stronger than Dory and Brogy's power combined. I mean, he has to be a credible threat, otherwise all of this build-up will be for nothing. Interestingly enough, Musa, or in Norse mythology she is called Siguna, is a god of compassion, loyalty, and devotion. She is depicted to be Loki's wife, who remains through and through by Loki's side during his punishment. Her love for him is so strong that she is there for him despite his flaws. Now obviously Oda's not gonna rip off the entire Norse mythology, but there will be some similarities in the story of Elbaf. All of this raises a lot of questions, like for example, is Musaku the reason why Loki did not want to get married to Big Mom's daughter Lola? Is Musaku evil just like Loki, but Oda is trying to somehow show their compassion about one another? Is this some kind of twisted evil love story? Or is Musaku the person that in the end will show Loki's peaceful side? Now I ask the last question because Musaku says that she does not wish to go to such lengths of annihilating everybody and leveling the entire area even if she was traumatized. Loki then says she is very naive. He thinks if you let a person escape or flee, they will only seek out revenge and destruction. This is probably Oda's way of showing what Loki wants to do to Elbaf once he is free. So, Straw Hats and every single giants out there, you gotta be ready for this, guys. You gotta, because Loki is coming. And who's gonna free him? We have no idea. After this, we cut to the western Elbaf village. And guys, please listen. The western village of Elbaf? So the thing I said a couple of weeks ago for chapter 1133 is probably correct. It is probably true that there is one more giant village in Elbaf. Or I could just be wrong and this is just only the western part of the Elbaf village. We have no idea. We gotta wait till Sunday for the official translation to come out. And then we'll probably do another video. Stay tuned for that. Anyway, when they were just starting to have their banquet and eat and drink and have this enormous party with all of the giants, black lightning appeared from out of nowhere in this temple in the western part of Elbaf, we call it right now. We see two persons arrive on a circle that looks exactly like the one that Gorosei arrived from on Egghead Island. One of these guys is covered up with a whole lot of bandages and we only see his cold eye, and the other one looks entirely like Shanks. Of course, Oda is big on the mystery of Shanks, so he doesn't show his entire face, he only shows the side of the face that has no scar, so that you keep questioning, is this Shanks or is this not? I think when this character is revealed, there will be no scar on the right side of his face. And that will finally confirm that this dude is the same dude that was speaking to the Gorosei in Marie-Joie, but is a different person from Shanks. So, what do you guys think? Is this a Shanks clone that Saturn's scientific group designed? Is this Shanks' twin brother? Did the two children get hidden in two different places? And did the Roger Pirates find Shanks and Figureland Garling find the other kid? If so, why would Garling take both of his kids to God's Valley? Did he not know that this place could be dangerous for his kids? Does it not make sense to leave the kids back home at Marie-Joie and just go to God's Valley yourself? A lot of different questions and hypothetical situations being spawned from this chapter. But let me know in the comments below what you thought about this chapter, what your theories about this island is, and speculations. Hit the like button and subscribe to Haki Review if you enjoyed. And thank you for watching. Haki Review out.